This is the estimated economic impact of a K-pop band, BTS, on South Korea's economy yearly, which is nearly equivalent to the GDP of entire nations like Maldives or Montenegro. Can you believe that South Korea, once a war-torn nation, managed to rise as a global powerhouse? How did they achieve it? The key drivers of this transformation are the nation's immensely popular cultural exports: music, television, film, and technology. Their recipe for success includes unwavering determination, innovative thinking, and a vibrant culture. These elements converge to create an economic miracle that continues to astonish the world. However, beneath the glitz and glamour lies a complex reality. South Korea grapples with income disparities, social pressures, and corruption. So how can a country that dominates the global entertainment scene still have citizens who rank among the unhappiest in the world? Imagine a world where family-controlled business groups played a central role in shaping an entire nation's economy. Sounds remarkable, doesn't it? These groups, known as Chaebols, emerged during South Korea's post-war reconstruction. Half a century ago, South Korea was vastly different, bearing resemblances to its neighbor, North Korea. Recognizing the need to generate income for essential goods and resources, South Korea initially focused on manufacturing simpler products, such as shoes, underwear, and clothing. Gradually, they progressed to more sophisticated goods, including weapons. In 1969, as the United States began scaling back its military presence in Vietnam, they turned to South Korea with an offer. We're leaving the region, but we'll still pay you oodles of cash to keep your troops in Vietnam. This mutually beneficial arrangement stemmed from the support of around 300,000 Koreans who aided the Americans in Vietnam. Talk about a win-win situation. South Koreans supported the Americans, and in return, they received loans to boost domestic production, including the military sector. It was a savvy move to safeguard themselves from North Korea. While the North received external aid, much of it ended up in the hands of the ruling party or those in power. In contrast, South Korea, with its democratic system, distributed resources among large family clans, the Chaebols. These clans secured government contracts and subsidies, fostering production while keeping wages low to ensure affordability and competitiveness of Korean-made goods in global markets. As a result, the country's economy experienced rapid growth, leading to improved living standards. One of the trailblazers in this journey was Samsung, which began as a modest trading company before ascending to unparalleled heights. Initially dealing with dried fish, vegetables, and noodles, Samsung diversified its operations into sugar, textiles, insurance, and eventually became a global conglomerate producing smartphones, television, ships, and various other products. Today, the conglomerate is run by second and third generation members of the Lee family, the second wealthiest family in Asia. From the beginning of time, in periods of financial instability, everyone has sought the most secure way to store their money. Switzerland has proven that no matter what, Swiss banks will always keep your money safe. Switzerland is so confident in its banks that it even guarantees to return up to 100,000 Swiss francs to every client in the event of a bank collapse. People used to think that only the super rich could afford to have a Swiss bank account, and that the only way to open one was to fly to Switzerland on a private jet and meet in person with a bank manager. Well, that's not true. Not anymore. Swiss bank Dukascopy offers its services to everyone. Not only can you easily open an account fully online, but it's also absolutely free. There's no monthly fee, no minimum deposit requirements. You can enjoy an IBAN in 23 currencies, plastic and virtual cards, one-click investments, savings accounts, blockchain operations, P2P exchanges, and many other features with your Dukascopy bank account. No matter where you are, if you have your ID card or passport with you, the entire process will take about 5 minutes. Simply scan this QR code or use the link in the description. Fill out the form and then make a video call with the bank operator or scan your document with the back of your phone if it's compatible. That's it. Your Swiss bank account will be active the same day. Moving on. As a result, the Samsung Group now contributes to 1/5 of South Korea's entire economy. However, with great power comes controversies. Accusations of monopolistic practices, corruption, and stifling competition have haunted Chaebols. The close relationship between Chaebols and the government has increasingly sparked public anger. South Korea's economic growth has declined from nearly double digits to around 3% in recent decades, while Chaebols have expanded globally and moved numerous jobs overseas. Numerous top executives, including those from Samsung, Hyundai, Lotte, and SK, have been convicted of corruption. However, these business leaders rarely face significant prison sentences, often opting to pay substantial fines, receiving presidential pardons, or having their jail terms suspended by the courts. Public dissatisfaction with Chaebols reached its peak during the 2016-17 influence peddling scandal, which resulted in the removal of President Park Geun-hye from office. In April 2018, she was sentenced to 24 years in prison and fined nearly $17 million for soliciting bribes from several top chaebols in South Korea. Yet she was released after only 5 years of imprisonment. It is no surprise that 75% of young people in South Korea aspire to leave the country. It's a tough job market with cutthroat competition. The high workloads in the country contribute to negative social consequences, such as South Koreans being among the heaviest drinkers among non-European nations, consuming over 366 cans of beer per person per year. Furthermore, South Korea ranks high among countries in terms of suicide rates, and the harsh realities of life in the country are vividly portrayed in works like the series Squid Game and the movie Parasite. What are your thoughts on the influence of chaebols in South Korea's economy? Do you believe the power they wield is justified, or do concerns about transparency and accountability hold weight? Join the discussion below and share your insights. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more captivating financial tales. Until next time.